what's the difference between the inline and inline ref specifier?
Wow, it's more about fancy. Marco, could you help with so deep question?
Yeah, I might need a little bit more details because I'm not sure. I should program more. So let's I will just share my screen, and Roman, we will have a live case for you where I'm going to
Oh,
say this answer. So you mean like inline and inline refs?
oh,
Uh,
it's already covered.
yeah. So basically, you have a fancy function. It gets its own ID stored in a separate leaf of ID function dictionary. And when you call it somewhere in the program, a search of function in dictionary and subsequent jump occur. Okay. Such behavior is justified and your function is called from many places in the code, and thus jumps allow to decrease the code size. Okay. However, if the function is only used once or twice, it's often much cheaper to declare this function as inline or inline ref. So inline modification places the body of the function right into the code of the parent function, while inline ref places the function code in the reference. So basically, if you are specifying some function that could be used like inline when you are actually building, for example, you specify a function. I will stop sharing. Yeah, this is great. That first of all, we have the answer on documentation, which is cool. And maybe we should promote this feature of search, and maybe this should be maybe accented more, like this search navigation bar, because sometimes I have to hint guys where they can use it. So basically, what is the difference between inline and inline ref? As because I used to use inline, and for example, if if you define this specificator, is it called specificator actually? Modifier, yeah. It means that your code, like the code of your function, will be actually put into the body of code of like the function where it's used. So for example, it's going to be all compiled like into assembler first, and you can see the assembly code that, for example, you define some function and you decide the inline modifier. So wherever it is used, you actually put this code there at the moment it gets compiled. And if you use the inline ref, then rather than holding this code in the assembly moment, um, rather than having this code in there, you would actually store a reference to where it's stored. So it's like inline ref is like not that inline because inline actually means that you actually put the code, once you compile it, you put the code in the right place and it will be executed there immediately. So basically, if you run it 3 times, it's probably going to just be 3 times in the code. So you would use inline ref to actually optimize it in a way. Especially that's how I understand it. And I think for general understanding, this is quite close to what you would need to do, Chatur. Does it make sense for you?
Yeah, yeah, thank you.